to another episode of RV Business on the Road. I'm your host, Niki Benedict, and today I'm here at Hilltop RV, and I'm going to sit down with Dave and Mike to chat a little bit about their business and see what they have going on. So your website has all 4 locations and includes the inventory for all 4 locations, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so it also includes a live chat for that. So my question is, how does your website and the social media that you use play in your overall marketing strategy?
Plays a large portion of it.
Absolutely.
We started to get those things going, pre-COVID, and knowing that it would be a good thing for the future, and then it gives customers another opportunity another way to contact us.
Right.
And I didn't realize how big a role they play once we got into the COVID time where things were shutting down, and we had a way to communicate with the customers much easier than we ever had before.
Yeah, we're always looking for ways that are easier for our customers to work with us, and social media, live chat, texting. We just looked at those platforms as another way for customers to be able to reach us and work with us. So
Hilltop has been RV Business Top 50 Dealer. It's actually going to be returning again in 2021 due to the hiatus last year. So that's exciting. Can you tell us what the award means to you personally, each of you, and then what it means to your staff and your customers?
Yeah, we've been very proud to receive that award several times, and it's real nice to get recognized for the things that we try and do every day, and taking care of the customers and doing the right thing. So it's and our staff, it's real. They're real proud of it because they know it took them to get this award. It's not something that was given to you by a manufacturer because you sold so many things or whatever. It was something that it took the whole staff to earn.
Yeah, I agree. Like Dave said, it's a lot of awards you get because you sold so much product. Well, like our grandfather always said, anybody can sell, but not everybody can take care of the customer and service the customer. And that's really what the Top 50 Dealer Award, where I look at it, is a very honorable award to get, because they took a look at the whole business. Not only is your sales department doing well, but your service, your parts, and just your overall customer service.
So your customer reviews also show that your operations are focused on the overall buying and selling experience. How have you made a change in your operations due to COVID? Obviously we talked a little about social media, but on the operations side, how have you made the change with your overall increase in sales you've experienced?
Yeah, it's been, during the COVID time, we did things like sanitize the RVs when they would come in, and sanitize them before the customer would get them back. We've had the volume of service calls and texts and emails coming into the dealership. We've added a department that takes all service calls from all locations, and they can set up an appointments. They can answer simple how-to questions, where they get somebody most of the time right when they're calling, versus the service advisors were getting pretty bogged down trying to answer all the calls as well as deal with the customer face to face when they were here dropping off or picking up from getting service work done.
Oh yeah. So
it's been a real nice help getting that department going.
Yeah, that's been huge, because like Dave was saying, for the service writers to be able to spend the time with the customers when they're dropping off and when they're picking up, to make sure that their concerns either were addressed or are going to be addressed, that takes time. And they would work with a customer, come back to their phone and have 10 messages. Well, there's just, there wasn't enough time in the day for them to do that job properly with the customers in person, and then also be able to call those people back. So when we did add that department that handles all the incoming phone calls and texts and live chats and that, it's been really successful. And we actually just got a 5-star review over the weekend where they pointed that out, the fact that they could call and get a live person on the phone. They were extremely happy about that.
So do you have a process in place that provides your traveling customers? So I'm a full-time RVer. I travel all around the country. So do you have a process in place for folks like me, for your customers, that when they need service done, when they're traveling on the road, do you have a process for that?
We'll direct them to call here, and then we will assist them in finding a dealership. We have a lot of connections, being in the business for 70 years, we have a lot of connections around the country with dealerships, so we know personally that we can call and, ask favors on to help us out, to get our customer taken care of. We've, have situations where sometimes the customers will, need some warranty done, and it's just a part, and they're fine with, hey, I can replace it, and we'll say, go buy the part and send us the bill, and we'll get it taken care of for you.
So, do you have any signs or concerns that new customers are experiencing any sticker shock because of rising costs?
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of that. The prices have increased quite a bit, although, our inventory remains very low, so it is selling. But we are seeing some of the customers that have been in this industry a long time coming in and, having a little trouble stomaching some of the pricing. So, some of those customers are holding off and hanging on to what they have and waiting for the market to kind of correct a little bit. But we are still seeing strong sales and low inventories, so it's continuing. And I think there's sticker shock in every industry right now.
So Mike, you currently serve as the first vice chairman for RVDA.
Yes.
Can you tell us about your involvement and how it has helped you personally?
Yeah, I've been involved with RVDA now for, it's probably over 10 years now, but started as an at-large delegate, and then was on a couple of task force, and then got onto the board of directors, and of course now first vice chair, and in November I'll become chairman of the board. So that's exciting, and it's really been fun. I've met some great dealers, developed some great relationships with those dealers, and then also had a chance to meet a lot of people in the industry, from manufacturer side of things, supplier side of things, and just to be able to listen and talk to the Bill Martins of the world and the Mike Hoppies. Just it's nice to build those relationships and get to know those people.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Exciting.
Yeah.
So how has it helped Hilltop in general?
I think it's helped Hilltop from an aspect where a lot of those dealer relationships that I've been able to make, and just going to dinner or lunch and talking with other great dealers around the country, and sharing ideas and learning from them, and so I can bring back some of those ideas and thoughts, and Dave and I talk about it, and we make some changes, make some tweaks within our dealership to make us stronger and better, and be able to serve the customer easier and better year over year.
Great. So one more question for you, Mike. The RV Dealer Congress is scheduled to return in person in November. So can you tell us briefly why dealers should attend?
Yeah, well, I'm very excited for the convention to be back in person, and one big reason is to be able to get in front of all of the other dealers and suppliers and vendors, be face to face, person to person. I think that's going to be exciting in itself. But there's a ton of educational tracks. If somebody's looking to get stronger in a certain department or in a certain area in their business, the educational tracks are fantastic. And then there's a lot of vendors there too. So if you're looking to make a change over the winter with your business, whether it's changing the website provider you're using, or picking up a new F&I product to offer, or really for anything, parts, service, there's a lot of things there to look at, a lot of people to talk to, and then also if you are looking at making a change, there's other dealers there that are using those products, so you can have those conversations. How's it working for you, and would this be something good to add for our store? So I just think that if you're looking to improve and grow your dealership, it's a must.
Well, thank you both so much for sitting down today and agreeing to do this. I really enjoyed learning a little bit more about you and your business. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming by.
Yeah. Also, big shout out to our sponsors. Thanks again for letting us do this great project. So thank you very much, and we'll see you on the road.